Now you probably just see it in the picture now. And that's why I said that. I said a lot of us, if you look at it very well, people will tell you, go and build a house in Nigeria is an investment. They won't tell you they are luring you into what will actually kill you easily, especially if you are not living there. But yeah, you can use a comprehension problem to misconstrue what I have to say. She been in Nigeria, it go teach all of us waiting supposed to teach us. Now all of us go experience them. Right? So one day they will tell you and say, well, the value of your house and how much you have to pay, then you'll be paying what do you call it, your mortgage abroad, and then you'll be sending tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of naira to go and pay some people because you don't want them to take your property. So don't take my word. I said it yesterday as well. I said I am not a financial advisor or a finance advisor. I am just a layman with a common sense. Or an investor will tell you, risk taking in business is always worth the adrenaline. And I'm like, okay, I'm just a layman who has been a specialist in studying Nigeria. Okay. So if there's something that is going to one of the things you're going to regret is to follow the tide or to follow the push coming from those there, asking you to bring your sweat that will never probably be useful to you when you are old enough that you want to actually use them. I don't wish you bad, though. I'm just offering an opinion. So there are those who have projects going on in Nigeria right now. A lot of money has been expended on that. As your inflation is skyrocketing, some of them are kind of taking different loans, taking extra jobs so that they can pay up some loans and all that to go and spend in a place that they probably will not visit in another God knows how many years. As it gets worse, a lot of you are going to find means of living. A lot of us are going to extend our return. Just remember that. Take a look at this. A lady has this to say about Congo. And because we are reading about Congo and Africa generally in this our white malice, I said I would share this message with all of us, raising an awareness on the killings in Congo.
Hello, my name is Gloria and I'm from the Republic Democratic of Congo. I'm a Congolese patriot and I stand with my country in good and bad times. And I'm here to tell you about what's happening in Congo. Because I know most of you does not know what's happening because the media is being censored when we talk about Congo. I was born in Congo and raised in Congo. And I was born in a genocide and I was raised in it, and it's still active till now. Women are raped, kids are raped, men are killed, and children are working in the mining industries without any payments, with no human rights, and with no food. We've had enough, and we are asking for freedom now. We are asking for peace. Lumumba did not die for nothing. We want to be independent. We've received independence, but we are not independent. We are not free. Women are killed. I've lost family members. I've lost cousins. I've lost friends. I've lost many people, and let's not even count them. 12 million people have died in these genocides and more to count. Many have been kidnapped. Many are just lost. We don't even know where they are. And what kind of life is this? We are please asking you to share and talk about what's happening in Congo. We have to unite, because if it's only the Congolese people talking about what's happening in Congo, there is nothing that will happen to help the Congo. So we are asking you, the international people, we are asking everybody to talk about what's happening in Congo. Put yourself in our shoes and think about it. We did not choose to be born in that country. But anyways, we're still happy to be in that country, but we need to be free. We need to have peace. Women should be living in security. Children should have their parents, just like parents should have their children. They should live in peace, have a good place to stay, and not be even scared of anything. So please, we are asking you to share the information, put yourself in our shoes, and talk about what's happening there. We will really be thankful. Thank you.
That's all right, darling. We will share and tell the world what the world is doing to Congolese. They speak French in the Congo. She had to put a lot of work into that to see that those non-French speaking Africans possibly lay their hands on this. And that's how I got it. We are already reading how these children who are now born into the crisis of the Congo, how it all began. The white malice. Details here, including how Patrice Lumumba was killed. They didn't beg to be born as Congolese, but they are proud to be Congolese. They have independence, but they are not independent. As for those who are independent in Nigeria as well, you remember that minister that was asked the question of using 1.5 million naira to fuel a car from Abuja to Anambra, and she said that's not a big deal. The one that they said 1.5 billion naira that was released as an approved payment to contractors in a ministry. The money got diverted. The contractors were not paid. They are in debt and in crisis too. And she said, well, we don't have the money. Now, the woman just went on the channel's television to tell all of us that Tinubu and his government is going to receive a 500 million naira loan for women empowerment in Nigeria. $500 million. $500 million for women empowerment. Do you know what is called women empowerment in Nigeria? They buy them grinding machines. Yeah, they buy them grinding machines. They buy them tricycles. And then the rest of the money, gone.
$1 loan advance from the World Bank, and it is for women empowerment. I know that's your project about a Nigeria for Women project, and they're trying to repurpose all of that. So on that particular loan, straight questions, and if you forget any, I'm going to remind you. Has the money been released from the World Bank to Nigeria?
No.
No, just hold on. I'm going to take it. Okay, it's not been released. What? I didn't get what you said.
The money has been activated, but not released.
Okay, it's been activated. And so...
I got a letter that it has been activated, but not released yet.
Okay, so how soon should we be expecting it?
I wouldn't know how soon, because it's not within my own purview to know how soon. It's only within me to sign when I'm asked to. It's from Ministry of Finance.
Okay, so I know that it was initially 150 million. Was that initially released, or this is another money altogether? Just help me out here.
No, it was initially 100 million.
100 million, yeah.
Not 150.
100 million. Was that released as well? Or they just upgraded it?
Yes, it was released for the past few years, and I think they've closely exhausted that.
But I know that there are conversations about restructuring the entire Ministry of Women Affairs so that it doesn't look like a form of tokenism and charity case to something of more of sustainable, scalable investment. I would like you to speak to that as far as this $500 million that is coming is concerned.
Because of President's concern towards women and children and Nigeria as a nation, he mentioned when he came in that we should allow the poor to breathe, we shouldn't suffocate the poor. So based on that, he signed a memo to that effect, that the loan can only be released when it is restructured. So Nigerians should be rest assured that's exactly what will happen. And the restructuring, it means let the whole money be used for what it's supposed to be used for, which is project on women to get them out of poverty, change their lives. Because we're over 70% women and children of Nigeria. So because of his concern, he's really interested to be sure that money is well used. And knowing the Minister for Finance, you know, he's a very reliable person when it comes to anything that president.
And Nigeria can't really make it out of here. Eh? They ask her a simple question of, we heard that you want to restructure the Ministry of Women Affairs so that it is not a charity case where all you do is once the money comes in, you share the money. And then she said, yes. The president said we must restructure it. And what he meant by that is to make sure that the money is used for women empowerment to take them out of poverty, which means it's a charity case. So what is the word restructuring you doing in that conversation? Because they presented, they said, oh, we have a new women affairs ministry that is not just a charity case. It has to be about what? When you make policies that affects everyone, you don't need a woman ministry if it is not just job for the boys, because this is what they do. No woman is going to be lifted out of poverty except Uju herself. Uju wears designer jewelries now, expensive designer bags. So when they tell you that you are lifting people out of poverty, look at them very well. They are lifting themselves out of poverty. Look at them. And then look at the people they are lifting out of poverty. And then you have your answer. On this issue of local government autonomy, you get this my affair. We say imagination no go finish am. But somehow, it feels like the payment of the local government funds to the local government chairman is such a great idea if they could do it, because they can deal, the people can deal with the local government chairman themselves. If they bond themselves, if they bond them well, maybe they don't fix the road.
Local government, autonomy, autonomy. Can you imagine what? Local government direct. Come on, lots of our chairman local government. Chairman, somebody be that. Come on, see on. Ayakumullah. Oh, that is why somebody is chairman. Oh, immunity. Immunity that goes in the chairman local government. Kini. Kato deliver the whole party here. Oh, una ni kawa wọlé. Ayakumullah. Gba owó sínú àkáǹtì. Owó tani ó fi sọ̀nà nú àdúgbò. Má ṣe. Kò lè tó wà lọ́rọ̀ mi pé immunity kan wà. Local lájọ wà. Local láti dájọ́ ẹ̀. Ṣáájú.
Typical Naija. We go deal with that for a year, Nalayo. Depends on how much they are giving to the local government chairman. Once they take care of our family, and they call another pastor premier in the area, once everybody don't collect their rubber, Bale, Kabiesi, everybody, Yaloja, Yalaje, everybody don't collect their rubber. And them go to tell you, say, Allah bá wí pé òun lòun yan lórí, ìyẹn ni pé Allah is the one that chooses leaders. In the Quran chapter so we need to kind of, you remember that when things are not going straight for the leaders, the followers have to pray for the leaders so that God, Allah, can open the heart of the leaders. We should be praying for the leaders. You will see. Now, person will get the bread. Then they get, what do you call it? Now they get some of these guys on their side. Once you hold the bread, they say, "Ah, chairman, they hold the bread." They say, "Afa, lesser." Shaman said, then give you this opera. This 1998 opera. Now Oshara from Cotonou. Now Fago go to mosque next day and say, we cannot use Agiti and all this robot to solve everything. You know, fighting doesn't resolve anything. We need to, I will see chairman myself. I'm just saying, you know, it's so hard not to be skeptical, you know, like, when you go to we're optimistic a little bit. Come on, a little optimistic. I say, well, I want to be. But with what I have in front of me, it's such a bit of a hard thing to do. I have taken all of our time. We have just about 40 minutes to go. What do you think? Go to bed and go and digest all we have said, or use that 30 minutes out of that to just take 1, 2, or 3 calls. What do you say? Make it fast, though, so that I will know if I'm taking a quick break and coming back as quick as possible as well. What do you think? Go to bed or take the calls? You tell me. Thank you so much, though, right? See, Yoruba Union Summit that is taking place in August. Next month, though, 23rd. We only have just about 40 days to the Yoruba Union Summit in Glasgow. Come, let's have a get-together. You get what I mean? The ticket, if you want to be part of that, the ticket is in the comments. Book a place, okay? If you are within the UK, come to Glasgow. Join others who are also coming from all over the world, where we want to take this conversation about the Yoruba sovereignty, the Yoruba's affairs. We want to take it beyond just our social media. We'll keep it here, but something is cooking. Oh, something is cooking, man. And it's going to happen soon. And you should be part of it. I invite you to be part of that. If you want to be, you have until the end of this month to actually book a place. And if you don't want to, all right, I'll see you when I get back, okay? So please, if you have to leave before I come back, like the broadcast, okay? Thank you, Kingsley. Very kind of you, right? We will take calls, even if it's just going to be 1 or 2, right? So get your phone. I will be back. A quick one. Thank you very much. So I'm going to reshare the link. It is the Eventbrite. Now, you know, one thing about this is that if you ever have to change your mind or something comes up that you won't be able to attend the summit, you have until the 15th of August to cancel the tickets and get a refund. Okay? You have until the 15th of August. So for those who haven't really booked theirs, I do encourage you to. The link is right there in the comments, okay? And yeah, if you want to buy me a coffee, let me go get that link. There's a link for that. So the line is opened, and let's see if we can get if we can take maybe 1 or 2 calls, okay, and then go to bed. It's up to you. If you do want to participate, remember, if you are watching this on Facebook or YouTube, all you have to do is just click that link. It should be clickable. All right, let me see. It should. So if you click that link, it will take you to a page. And then if you follow it through, if you want to be part of us that time, please do. You know what we're doing? So we are establishing, give me a second. So we are establishing for the first time a solid foundation where we are going to have a membership verification. And you can join the Yoruba Union as a member. You can join Yoruba Union and be a volunteer. We want to have all our members from all over the world. Okay? So then we want to actually know who is with us. We do not want all Tom, Dick, and Harry. That we eventually, because something is coming, that we eventually probably want to run or make a run with this name, Yoruba Union. Something is cooking, something is coming. Now, when we have all our members, right? So in the union,